Hi, I'm Lawrence Conrad. I'm the Director of Independent Security and Armored. Right, so I've been a member of CUA for 27 years. We started our business, incorporated in May 29th of 96. I had a CUA account much before that. And due to the fact that my grandparents were actually CUA members. My grandfather was in the Second World War, 39 to 45. And when he came home, he was a CUA, or credit union member then. He worked down at the dockyard. My grandmother owned her own business. She was a hairstylist, and she had an account with the credit union as well. So I could see that the credit union supported my grandparents post World War II into the business world with my grandmother, who was an entrepreneur, with myself, and they were there for the average person who either just needed an account to pay their bills and get their car loans and their house loans, or to run a business like my grandmother did. And that's the impression I got about the credit union coming from my grandparents. When I was first starting out as a CUA member, I was told by a couple of accounting firms, they said, "You can't grow with the credit union." And I argued that. I said, "I think you probably can." So we started in 96 with a line of credit of $10,000 and an initial loan of $40,000. I went in with, at that time I had a business partner, and we applied for a business loan. They actually gave us a chance. These are, two young fellows. I was 24 at the time. My business partner was 27. And, we sold them on the idea that we're going to go buy a secondhand armored truck and put a couple of 38 caliber pistols on there, and we're going to move people's money for a living. And they seen our enthusiasm and our drive and our ambition. We had a workable business plan, and we got the line of credit for, again, $10,000. Grew the company as we were on the road, and then continued to grow that part of the company for the next year until we had 2 trucks, and then we branched. And throughout this learning process, I've gotten advice and input from the credit union, from CUA. I have called upon them throughout the years to grow my business. So I put my faith in CUA, and I have, again, been there for 27 years. I have yet to experience any restraints from growth with CUA. They have met my goals at every turn. They have helped me with my financing, and they continue to do so. And they have a great team, and they have great leadership, and they stand for, in my view, that small and medium business person who gets up every day and goes to work and works hard, and has become the backbone of the Canadian economy, small and medium business, and I think CUA is there to support that. So when you call CUA, when you call that 902, 492-6500 line, you get a person. And that's what sold me, aside from knowing a bit about the credit union when I was younger through my grandparents and through family and friends. CUA today still has that approach where you can speak to the highest levels of their management. You won't get that with other financial institutions, and that's why I have stayed with CUA for my entire career. I don't want to talk to somebody that is going to pass me on to somebody else and go through 4 levels of management before I get to the person that I really need to speak to. And I find that's what happens in a lot of big organizations, a lot of large corporations today. That personal touch is not there anymore. The more we do business by WebEx and Zoom and Teams calls, the more detached you get from that human interaction. And the credit union has been there and maintained that throughout. So this is the legacy that you leave as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. You take these individuals in under your wing, and you give them the training and the direction that they are looking for. And if they take that and they apply themselves in other environments and they excel, they look at you as the person that helped them get started. And I mean, there's no feeling like someone coming back years later saying, "Hey, I've achieved what I've achieved because you were there to help me." Much like CUA was there to help us. Happy 75th anniversary, CUA.